Ladies and gentlemen, your hosts, Lorelei and Space Deviant.
Steve was my favorite character.
I guess I can accept the fact that Steve Harrington is actually a good dude. Rich parents, popular, chicks love him. Not a douche? No way, man. No way. That, flies in the face of all the laws of the universe.
High school hunk.
Who chose to go 10 toes against a monster?
For his cheating girlfriend and the peeping Tom perv she stepped out with.
Then Season 2 has Steve's adventures in babysitting.
Love you. I'm sorry. Sorry. What the hell am I sorry for?
Steve, are those for Mr. or Mrs. Wheeler?
No.
Good.
Where he was willing to be beaten and possibly eaten defending those kids. And we loved him for it.
But rather than letting him grow up,
Both Steve and Jonathan are forced into an unnatural orbit from the gravity surrounding Nancy's Mary Sue superstar.
Never fails.
I fixed it!
What is it about your presence that brings out their inner Neanderthal?
A far more realistic situation would have been for Nancy to become pregnant with Jonathan's baby when they slept together at Murray's.
Jonathan, how was the pullout? Sorry?
The sofa.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was good.
I bet.
She and Steve had broken up a mere few days before.
It's great. We're in love and we're partying. Yeah, let's party, huh?
Like we're in love?
After she had let her lack of love for our darling Steve slip during a drunken debate.
You don't love me?
It's bullshit.
this is the perfect setup for a classic grown-up love triangle.
Season 2 could have ended with Nancy realizing she was pregnant.
I'm pregnant.
But the question is, by whom?
There is an 8-month time jump between Season 2 and Season 3.
Which would have been perfect. We have Season 3 open on a very pregnant Nancy, who's married to Steve.
Steve is working at his dad's company.
In flashbacks, we find out that when Nancy told Steve,
I'm pregnant.
he immediately assumed it was his and was thrilled and asked her to marry him.
Marry me.
Rich Steve is a far better choice than aspiring commie filmmaker.
Anti-capitalist, the consumer.
Give us a flashback of her telling Jonathan,
Steve,
I waited.
only a month.
Have him encourage her to marry Steve.
this secret could have been revealed in the final season.
When Nancy's baby is kidnapped,
Mommy is a babe. Babe with the power.
and it comes out that Vecna wants the baby because the baby is Will's niece or nephew. Then we can have Steve and Jonathan being forced to work together to save the baby.
Yeah, there'd be plenty of reason for tension and anger.
But even as the actual cast aged to the point of visual absurdity, the Duffers tried to force them to stay the same Goonie-like kids they were in Season 1.
Don't say that! Never say that! Goonies never say die!
Also,
No.
I just wanted them to grow up. I wanted Nancy to be pregnant. Max could have been pregnant by the end of the show. I mean, we'd gotten to the point of these kids growing up where we could have had them going through truly adult situations. Monsters or not.
Now, Nancy and Jonathan were dating in real life.
They're dating in real life.
I didn't even know that. I think you're the one who you said something about it. I had no idea. Just kind of funny. That could have been the reason why it went the way it did. They may have hit it off doing the show, and then they're like, well, make it where we're dating in the thing. And then they
let him haunt her. I don't give a shit.
Probably what happened.
Probably. I don't care. I don't care who's dating who. I'm the writer. I'll kill you.
I'll kill you. You're going to marry him and have his kid. You don't give a say.
I don't give a shit.
We're doing good writing, not what you like.
You want to see your friend?
My name is Master Chief Billy Sunday. There's a preacher by the same name. The only difference between me and that old preacher is that he worked for God and I am God.
That was the problem, is they continuously wanted to use this kind of social tension, and maybe they like it, maybe the writers like it, but a lot of people don't want to see nagging and complaining and...
Michael, I know your D&D club is tonight.
Hellfire.
Why don't you just call it the high school dropout club?
I want you home no later than 9 tonight, okay?
Yeah, okay, I'll try.
No trying. You need to go to bed early tonight.
Why?
It's a 6:30 flight, Michael.
Yeah, I know, but...
No buts. 9 or no California.
And no sweetie pie.
Mike! Let's go!
Like sniping.
Just sniping and bickering on every single episode.
Dustin's disrespect for Steve.
Yo, hey, get off the beamer, man. Get off! You were right, for once.
Throughout season 5. Now, I know he's mourning Eddie.
Don't worry, Eddie. Eventually they'll get bored.
Why wouldn't you just say, hey, I got beat up?
Hellfire dies with you, Henderson. And it dies tonight.
And then...
Does want to feel bad for him? Like, I don't...
Steve blaming him for asking for it, which in a certain sense, I can understand. I knew that wearing that shirt would be a problem, but then at the same time, Steve should be getting in the car with a bat, Lucas, 2 other dudes, Mike.
I need your help. I can't tell you what it is. You can never ask me about it later, and we're gonna hurt some people.
Whose car are we gonna take?
Steve would have handled it like the man he is. It's a different episode with Billy. Billy needed a redemption arc, and Billy would have been so good, at least in season 4. Even if he died later, I'm fine with him dying. But when he had those moments with Steve, you're moving your feet.
You're moving your feet. Plant them next time. Draw a charge.
And then later in the shower, when they're making fun of him for Nancy leaving him for Jonathan, he's like, good-looking dude like you, there's plenty of fish in the sea, you ain't got to worry about it. There were hints at Billy being, he could be a boy.
He has redemption capability. Yeah, there is redemption for him.
We saw his brutal dad.
You were supposed to watch her.
I know, Dad, I was. It's just you guys were 3 hours late and...
Oh, I have a date.
I'm sorry, okay?
So that's why you've been staring at yourself in the mirror like some instead of watching your sister.
I have been looking after her all week, Dad. Okay, she wants to run off, then that's her problem, all right? She's 13 years old. She shouldn't need a full-time babysitter. And she's not my sister.
My arc for Billy would have been at that scene in season 2 when he shows up like, why is my sister with Lucas?
Well.
Steve takes like one good punch to the face.
Okay, it's not a dog.
All right. So you're explaining this to Mrs. Byers, all right?
And then he gets charming, and he drives him to the pit, and he makes Billy help him deal and save the idiot adults from the pit, because remember, Joyce went down there with Fat Bob, and no winch. No winch!
I need you to help me get down there.
Joyce, what are you talking about?
Bob! No! Bob! Over here! It's his! He's gotta be this way. Come on.
How he's gonna get back up? The military.
Deus Ex Machina. God in the machine. Bad writing.
Through the alley! Go! Move now!
How could someone think these things are bugs?
And then we've got badass Billy on the squad, part of the Babysitters Club for season 3.
You're not out in an hour.
Walking home. Yeah, I know.
Hey, watch the attitude, shitbird.
Fighting Russians with Billy?
Kept the kids as kids. No one really progressed.
No one.
And they just killed off some characters that they probably should have kept. And
just kill Max when you killed her.
Do they know when she'll wake?
No. Now she's paralyzed.
The earthquake. There was that earthquake where the bully apparently died. The bully that Lucas was fighting. Lucas was so nerfed. Him being in a relationship with Max pretty much clamped down on any of the character growth he could have had.
Yeah.
Hey, but the second you start to lift, call in Kate Bush.
4 seasons. He was a cool kid.
I'll radio if she comes.
Oh, yeah, nice try. You just want me out of here so you can make your move.
Oh, because you're such a threat.
That's right. She will not be able to resist these pearls.
He turned into like an athletic kid, like as a teenager. He could have had some good airtime. Why in the hell? You know, I love Hopper.
Do I make myself clear?
You know, I love me some David Harbour.
Sorry, I'm just looking at you. You get more beautiful every day.
I don't want to hear his opinions on politics or anything. Just keep your mouth shut and your mustache fierce. Love you, David Harbour. Shh, don't talk. Why? His chubby 50-something-year-old ass was the one that was jumping into the military convoys.
Okay, hard part's over.
I mean, speak for yourself. I still got to jump out of this thing.
When you have athletic teenage boys between Lucas and Steve.
Well, because he's the one with Nom, or with, what was it, Nom experience?
Yeah, that's where you're back planning things. Why is Joyce planning things? Hopper seemed to do the least planning, even though he's a sheriff.
Chief Jim Hopper.
Because it was, maybe that was supposed to be the boomer. They were trying to do like a boomer power trip. I think Hopper's character, in part, they wanted to be a boomer power trip for Hopper. Back in my day. So they want to have that character, you know, get the shit done.
Even the very ending doesn't make sense, because the Wheeler's mom is calling the older kids up for lasagna, but the younger kids are coming down to play D&D.
Guys, what's going on? The lasagna's getting cold.
Yeah, we just finished.
So, how do we play this game?
Jesus, watch out.
Jeez yourself. You said you could do it an hour ago. Look, it's a little asshole. Definitely sucks.
Wouldn't everybody be eating lasagna at the same time at the dinner table? Oh, don't you want to spin off with the No, I don't want to spin off with the children.
No.
I don't. You quit giving a shit. Miss Wheeler's scars disappear. Nancy and Jonathan's unengagement in a room full of...
They're not coming.
You sure about that?
Melting white walls.
Revolting.
Melting... Is it milk?
The Devotchka was smacking away and not caring about the wicked world one bit.
That solidifies.
Is it? Sticky milk, huh? I don't like any of that. I don't like...
How the hell I don't wonder where they came up with that.
Well, the only thing that really makes sense is the idea that it's an anti-marriage, because a marriage is between a man and a woman, and it's bonded forever.
That feeling, I needed space.
Space to be with someone else.
Like they were two people.
There's bukkake floating all around me.
What? What's bukkake?
Oh, it's Laird told me. It means when you're overwhelmed and you got too much going on.
Oh my gosh.
Can't figure things out.
Well, that's like drowning in bukkake at this point.
Being degraded and then having a very merry engagement for you. That's all I could think about. And I know maybe I'm just crazy. I don't know.
Very few of us here are actually mentally ill. I'm not saying you're not mentally ill. For all I know, you're crazy as a loon.
What am I supposed to think?
Just wasn't good writing. The whole thing, it was like there's this
It's insane.
dimensional bubble. Okay, so I thought we established that 11 created the split. Now we have this facility with a big bubble. So this bubble is what actually created the split.
Theoretical physicists call it exotic matter, a single source of energy that is holding that giant wall together.
Because we have more than one origin story of splitting the universe. So she threw him into the other dimension, right? That was my understanding of it. She tore it. That was the
Yeah, she tore a hole. A Cthulhu hole.
So now this in between, upside down, is from a facility.
That's just like a hallway into the deeper part.
The upside down. It isn't another dimension. It's not another world. It's a wormhole. A bridge. Between 2 points in time and space. Between our world and...
That connects the two.
They needed someone with a Bible. Show Bible. That's what they used to call them. Show Bibles. And we have everything in here as far as lore, rules, and bullshit. And someone would be like, oh, I have this great scene. And it'd be like, oh, that's what... No.
So you got to keep your show Bible autist around so they can... No!
It used to be a 50-year-old moderately drunk man who was a war veteran. That's how it was in the old days before you had to be DEI. He'd fight you in the parking lot if you wanted to. I miss that. I want to go back to where we can hurt writers' feelings because they suck.
You suck. Peter, you suck. Peter, you don't do anything of value.
I want good shows. I don't want happy writers. We had such a fun time making the show. I don't care. I don't care if you were tongue feeling night. If I get a good show, I don't care what kind of misery you were put through. Bring me good.
You got to think about it as what is this at the end of it in 10, 20, 40 years from now? Are we going to look on it back like the original Star Wars?
Season 1, yes. I truly feel season 1 will stand the test of time, not the others.
That's what I'm saying. But a lot of these will not.
No. None of the characters were allowed to grow and be more than they were. Even Eddie. Eddie's death was so pointless. The bullies became... I loved Billy. Billy was a real bully. See, Steve wasn't really a bully. Steve didn't have that true...
No.
I'm going to shove your ass in a locker bully. Billy did. Billy nearly ran them down with a car because he was his sister.
Guess you won't care if I hit him then, huh? I get bonus points, I get them all in one go?
No, Billy, stop. It's not funny.
I kind of...
Gave him respect for that, yeah. He has character, at least.
That's like that warrior gene. If we can switch him to good, if our Steve takes that pop in the nose, if we could have had that moment and converted Billy and then he is all in on our team, what a warrior. What a warrior he could have been. They gave him like a half-second redemption arc where he slows down the mind flare for 2 seconds before he gets sucked in the chest. It's not enough, and it's not good enough. It's not a good enough redemption arc for such a good character. But then after that, all the villains became...
paper thin ChatGPT characters.
Unredeemable. The one in the fourth one, the blonde kid, who thinks Eddie killed his girlfriend, which is his reason for hating Eddie, is a good enough reason. But you didn't write a good enough character, because I could have sympathized with him until someone really explains to him. You can convert these characters once they see the demon factor of it.
Eddie Munson, he's a part of that freak devil cult Hellfire. The cops, they say Chrissy went to him to buy drugs.
Drugs? No.
That's what I said. Chrissy would never touch this shit.
Do you have anything... maybe... stronger?
I'm fine with him dying. I am fine with him dying to even save Max, so she doesn't end up like his girlfriend did. Oh! Because he's Christian, right? But they had to make him evil Christian.
Come to accept an awful truth. These murders are ritualistic sacrifices. We've all heard about how satanic cults are spreading to our country like some disease.
He's out of line.
but he's right.
The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist.
He can't just be misunderstood. He can't just be misguided. He can't just... Because that would be the most heroic thing to, on a dime, be willing to sacrifice yourself for the innocent once you realize you were wrong. The Saul to Paul. That road to a Damascus moment. And we could have had our other characters grow. We could have kept our core group alive if need be. Like, I'm fine with the core 4 boys staying alive. But everyone else was on the table. Jonathan or Steve, one of them should have died.
Yeah, I think they should have traded off somebody else. They should have kept Sean. They should have kept our boy Sean, the Goonie.
Yep.
Both the sacrifices are stupid in the way they did it.
Yeah, Eddie was stupid.
They're both stupid. The way they did it was stupid. The execution was just lame.
Dustin comes back through and breaks his leg, which totally negates any sacrifice just so Eddie can die in his arms.
Bad, huh? No, you're gonna be fine. We just gotta get you to a hospital, okay? Okay.
All right. That doesn't make sense.
Eddie's at the exit. He's ready to go out. And all he has to do is just cover the exit. And he's done. So instead, he runs out into the middle of the thing and draws them all out so he can just get tore apart.
They cannot write a war scene to save their life.
Bats are pinging against it for a while, and then eventually they stop. And that's it.
If it's those two, see, that would be great for a bonding for them.
There's no reason to kill him off, I don't think. He was just beginning to be a good character. And the same thing with Sean. He was just beginning to become a good character, really. Before that, he was just kind of like, he'd just appear and call him over every once in a while, and they'd use him and then kick him out over and over again. So he was finally starting to, really shine, and they were like, hey, you gotta kill this guy off now. So let's kill him off.
What I would have liked to see for that is because we knew Joyce wasn't all that interested in him. She was very much settling for him.
Mm-hmm. I've been thinking about what you said. About how you've got all these memories here and you wish you had enough money to move. Well, my parents are selling their house in Maine. There's a Radio Shack nearby. I'm sure they'd take me on. It just...
If she had been cheating on him with Hopper in season 3.
Hopper, are you okay?
Hey, bud.
Hey, Jim.
This was an adult show. I don't give a shit what anyone else says. There happened to be children in this show. This show is not meant for children in any way, shape, or form.
It was better when they wrote it that way. And then they started to make it they started to try to make it PG, but at the same time, they're pushing the alternate agenda more.
When it was a show for adults that happened to have kids in it, that would have been complicated. That would have been why in season 2 did she put Bob at risk to save Hopper? Because she really wants to fuck Hopper.
Yeah.
And if she'd been Hopper on the down low in season 3, while she's engaged to Sean being best stepdad to Will, they're building the relationship. He's the dungeon master for the boys. He could have been the king dork stepdad, moving him into a better house, really planting roots there.
Say, big guy, you want to go for a ride in the Bobmobile?
And she's just being a slut.
How you holding up?
You know.
Yeah. That feeling never goes away. It is true what they say, Every day it does get a little easier.
But at the end of the day, that's just what we think. I don't know. Do you think that they should have let him grown up, or did you like the perpetual childhood?
Tell us what you think.
Down below in the comments. And regardless, thanks for being here.
America, built to last.
Yeah, that's right.
No, that's right. They be flying that flag all night. Red, white, and blue.
Thank you for joining us here today. We really do appreciate your time. I'm Lorelei, and this is
Space Deviant.
And together, we are Southern Fried Cinema Siblings. And remember, the most important story is a story you tell yourself, so.
Make it a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. You're still here, are you? Well, why don't you make yourself useful? Click the share button. Click the subscribe button. May as well go ahead and click for the next episode, too.